Hello folks, hope you're all doing well. Me and my cuppa are back for another month to have a wee chat about some of the seeds that we're going to be sowing this month, which is May. And I can't believe it is May already and we're doing this one outside in the sunshine. Can you believe it? It's about 15 degrees here, and I'm filming this the 30th of April day when I'm filming this, so end of April here in Scotland, and I'm sitting outside in the sunshine, 15 degrees, absolutely lovely. However, as always, I come with a bit of a warning, and that is frost. It's 15 degrees today, it's lovely, it's beautiful, I'm out here enjoying the sunshine, but last night and the night before we had a light frost both nights, so I'm frost zone 12. I'll put a link to a website down below in the description. You can go and click on that, put your postcode in, your town, whatever you've got, and it will tell you what frost zone you're in and when your last frost will come. We're expected to have a last frost sometime around about the 10th of May. Thereabouts our date, so I'm keeping a close eye on particularly the overnight temperatures. During the day we're pretty safe, but it's the overnight temperatures you need to be careful of. So I'm still being very, very cautious with those peppers, tomatoes, chilies, cucumbers, that sort of stuff, the tender crops, to put them out. And I had some little crops that I put out the weekend there with the plot, some beetroot, some spring onions, some lettuces and stuff like that, and I went up and they've all got a bit of fleece on top of them, just because they're so small, you know, they're pretty hardy, but just to protect them from that frost that might come. Anyway, enough of my usual weather warning, let me get on with some of the seeds I'm going to be sowing this month. So first up is this one, and this is a dwarf French bean, and it's a variety called Ferrari. Now it's a new variety to us. It is quite a long, looking at the pictures and the description, it's quite a long sort of green coloured bean, and the one thing I like about it, it is stringless, so it doesn't have any of those sort of stringy bits in that you get on peas and beans sometimes that can get in your mouth. It's a bit yucky when you eat them, to be honest. Some of them you peel them off and cook them beforehand, but they look absolutely brilliant. It's maybe just a touch early for them at the start of May at the moment. I'll probably be a couple of weeks into May before I'm putting those ones in. Next up, this one here, this is a purple sprouting broccoli, and this is a type called Claret F1. It's a sort of hybrid variety. It's the one we grew last year into this year, so the purple sprouting broccoli that we did last year is just come to the end. It's starting to flower a little bit up in the plot, so that'll all be getting stripped out, but it takes ages to grow, so it was well into winter before we were harvesting this. So I'm going to start sowing this now, and it's going to be winter before we get any sort of harvest from it, so it takes absolutely ages, a bit like your Brussels sprouts, things like that. Got to get them sown nice and early, get them in the ground. They take ages to grow, but purple sprouting broccoli is absolutely amazing. That one there, the Claret F1, is absolutely delicious as well. Next up is some kale, and this one here is a variety called Midnight Sun, and it's a sort of, as it sounds, a sort of really deep reddy purple sort of coloured one, and it's got this amazing pink vein that runs through it as well, so it's really, really productive, I think is the word I'm looking for this one, in that you only need a couple of these plants out there and you will get absolutely loads and loads and loads of kale. Kale is also really hardy. I mean, I probably could have sown it before now, but I've only got time to do so much each month, so these will be going in. It lasts well into the winter and you'll get absolutely loads of leaves off it. An absolutely brilliant one. Next up, this one is a kohlrabi, and this one is called Cossack. You get two different types really. One's a sort of purpley colour, one's a green one. This is a really pale green sort of colour. The one I like, this one, Cossack, the variety's called, is if you let it grow too big, which happens sometimes, and things like beetroot and turnip and things like that, if it gets too big, it can get sort of a really sort of woody texture when you try to eat it, and it's not very nice. This one stays tender. If it gets too big, if it grows on too much, it stays tender and it's still usable. Plus, the good thing about kohlrabi is if you store it properly somewhere nice and dry and cool and dark, it can keep up to sort of 3 or 4 months once they've grown, so that's a really good one to grow as well. Next up is some herbs. I'm going to pop some chives in. You know, most of you know chives are sort of really mild sort of onion taste. I really like them in, like during the summer I have a lot of salads, a lot of stuff that we grow. I like to make that in a fresh salad stuff for lunchtime. Chives are just a little bit milder than having a really strong onion in amongst the salad. The other really good thing to do with these chives is chop them up really finely, mix it in with some scrambled egg, absolutely delicious. And the other one to try, if you don't have it as well, I've not got any at the moment, but I've tried it before, is a type called garlic chives, which are absolutely brilliant and is exactly as it sounds, that mild onion flavour, but with a little hint of garlic as well. Absolutely fab. Next up, these two are very sort of similar together for me, and this is me starting to do successional sowing. So, you know, it's the end of April, nearly the start of May, and there's two things I'm going to start sowing again. I've already got growing up at the plot. The first one here is these rainbow radishes that are absolutely fab, by the way, loads of different colours. I've got white ones, yellow ones, pink ones, red ones, purple ones so far, and I've started picking them. So it's time to start getting some more sown again. We'll multi-sow them and plant them out, and hopefully these go really quick. So by the time I finish picking the radishes that are there, these ones will already be grown, ready to go. And the other one I'm going to do again is some little gem lettuce. So grow a variety of different lettuces. Some of them are what's called the pick and come again, where you'll pick the leaves off them and they just keep coming and coming and coming. But the little gem ones are ones that heart up and you sort of pick the whole lettuce in a oneer. Really like little gem, absolutely fab. So I've got some of those on the go, growing again, same as the radishes. They will run out, so I want some ready-made ones to replace them in the ground, especially when the weather's getting better, and good to go, so we don't end up with empty ground and space that isn't been used to grow stuff in. As always, all our seeds come from DT Brown, our favourite seed supplier, and I will pop in the description of the video below some links to all the different things that I'm growing there, so you can grow along with me and see all the different varieties of stuff that are on the go there as well. If you'd like to see how these different things grow up at the plot, by all means give us a subscribe. You just click the button down below. It's absolutely free, it doesn't cost anything, I promise you. It won't cost you a single thing, and click the little notification bell and it will tell you every time we put one of these videos out. Anyway, that's enough for me today. I'm going to go off and enjoy the sunshine. Thank you very much for watching, folks, and I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.